The topic of this video is solving combined inequalities, sometimes referred to as three-part inequalities. Let's look at a problem. 4 is less than or equal to negative 2x is less than or equal to 6. Now, there's an important characteristic of three-part inequalities that I have not shared with you yet, which would be that the smallest number has to be on the left, the largest number has to be on the right, and both of these symbols have to be less than type symbols. They can be less than or equal to in any combination, but they both must be less than symbols. So, what happens if we solve a problem and we find that we have to flip our signs, and in the end they're facing the wrong direction? Then we need the ability to rewrite a three-part inequality by reversing all of the symbols as we read from right to left. Let's look at a very simple example of this first. Let's say you have the inequality x is less than 3. And you want to read it from right to left. Well, if x is less than 3, then 3 is greater than x. This is a technique that we will use at the end of this problem to put our symbols back in the correct orientation. Here we go. All right, the first step to solving a problem like this is to recognize that x is in the middle, and to get it alone, we need to divide everything by its coefficient, which is negative 2. When you multiply or divide an inequality by a negative quantity, you have to swap the sensor direction of both inequality symbols. So 4 divided by negative 2 is negative 2, 6 divided by negative 2 is negative 3, and then our x is in the middle. Now, you can see our problem. We need the smallest number on the left and the largest number on the right. And right now what we have is backwards of that. Negative 3 is the smallest number. It belongs over here. So, we're going to read this three-part inequality from right to left, and as we read it out loud, we will write what we say. Negative 3 is less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to negative 2. Notice that by doing this, we have swapped the two outside edges and swapped both of our inequality symbols. And to be clear, this symbol went here, and this symbol, when swapped, went here. So our final answer is negative 3 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to negative 2.